The next time that you're attacked either at work or at home, try this 3-step EVA approach when you respond, and watch how you can turn that criticism into a benefit. Every time that we are criticized, every time that we are attacked is an opportunity for us to show everybody around us, you don't dictate who I am. You don't dictate how I communicate. You might have a problem right now, and I'm going to try to help you work through that, but you do not change who I believe I am. Therefore, the way I respond to you is going to have nothing to do with you. It's going to be a reflection of the person that I believe I am, and a testament to that person. Nothing more, nothing less. That's who I am. And that might sound something more like, Mary, I'm surprised that you would come to me with this, but I can sure understand why you would be upset if you thought that I were taking credit for your work or somehow diminishing it. So please sit down and tell me exactly what is it that I'm doing that's causing you to feel this way? Or what is it that I've done that diminished your work or somehow took credit for it? Now, you'll notice that in that instance, I'm not letting Mary and her accusations dictate how I respond to her. Because Mary, for example, it appears as though is not quite sure why she's here to begin with, or what she really wants to begin with, or who she really is to begin with. You know, if you join me in my courses, the first thing that we always do is we have to decide who we are, why we're here, and what we want. Because if you ask the average person, just do this today, ask the average person, hey, can I ask you a question real quick? Who are you? Why are you here, and what do you want? I mean, just finish these sentences. I am blank. I'm here to blank. I want blank. How would you finish those sentences? How would you fill in those blanks? Most people can't tell you who they are, why they're here, or what they want. But you know that we can. And again, if you'd like more information on these starting principles so that you're not coming from a place of chaos or of toxicity, or you're not letting the psychopaths at work dictate to you who you are, you can find more information on these things in our Step Out of the Shadows and Speak course. If you have already joined us in that course, then you know who you are, why you're here, and what you want. And the words that you will say to Mary will reflect that. Instead of, saying things like,
hey, lady, don't blame me because you didn't do enough work to get noticed for it.
How does that serve me? Every one of these situations can serve me, or it wouldn't be brought to me. I mean, I have to remember that every situation that we are faced with, every conversation that we have, every relationship in our life is there to serve us. It doesn't always feel like it. It doesn't always feel good. It doesn't always appear to be serving us. Sometimes it just appears to be giving us a hard time. It appears to be beating us down. But if I can get my mind straight and look around to the rest of the universe, I will recognize there's nothing in the universe that is not there to serve everything else in the universe. So when I recognize that, I can't recognize, oh, you know what? It's true. Every single thing is here to serve and complement and work in conjunction with everything else. Except me. I'm the one thing in the universe that's just doomed, and people come to attack me and to vex me and to make my life more difficult. Other than that, it appears as though there's a real symphony being played in the universe, and everything's really playing in that symphony, and everything's in tune, and everything knows what the notes are and how to play it, but me. Of course not. I just have to recognize that everything is here to serve me if I can get my mind straight first, if I can get my perspective straight first. So remember, our principles help us get our mind straight so that then our words can help us play the right notes in that symphony that is the fabric of the cosmos. There is substance and there is form. People frequently want me to just tell them the words, but the words are the form of our message. Form comes from something. It comes from substance. When the substance is what it should be, the form takes shape naturally. But a lot of people want to jump right to form, and they haven't yet focused on substance. The form is coming from, flowing from substance. So the reason I'm saying that is, again, I have to, before I enter into these conversations, make sure that my substance is clear, that I know who I am, why I'm here, and what I want before I open up my mouth, because there is this sliver in time between event and response, and I don't always have a whole lot of time to think before I speak. But in that sliver in time between event and response, before I open up my mouth, if I remember, because that's half the battle that we face, remembering, not deciding who we are, not learning who we are, not becoming the person that we were meant to be. Remembering that person. I want to remember who I am. I want to remember why I'm here. I want to remember what I want. We've gone through this process where we've learned all of these things about ourselves that are not true. And I want to unlearn a lot of them. I want to remember. I don't need to learn things that are really important. I need to remember them. Truth isn't something we learn. And that is demonstrated by the way we talk about truth. We tend to talk about truth as something we recognize. To recognize means to know again. So we don't learn truth. We recognize it. We remember it. We unlearn things to recognize the truth. Okay? Now, if you have joined us in our courses, you know, if I have done my personal compass, if I have done my daily affirmations, if I have done my simple exercises, and if I have visual reminders, which we all need to remind ourselves who we are when the whole world is trying to get us to forget it. If I've done that, I have an advantage and I have a chance of being better today than I was yesterday. I have a chance of hitting the mark more frequently today than I did yesterday. But if I just keep saying the same things as I said yesterday, if I have the same substance that I'm working with today as I had yesterday, I'm going to have the same experience today as I had yesterday. If I keep working with the same tools and learn nothing new tomorrow, I'm going to have the same experience tomorrow as I had today. The only way to get a different experience tomorrow is to communicate differently tomorrow. If I keep saying the same thing tomorrow as I said today, I will have the same experience tomorrow as I had today. So if you're not happy with the experience you've been having, it's not really just about one lesson. And if you want to learn more about how to make sure that the substance is right, so that then you can complement that with the right tactics and words, check out our Step Out of the Shadows and Speak course at Dan O'Connor Training, and look for the new Step Out of the Shadows and Into the Light course for more things like this to help you have a whole different experience. Because a lot of us really need that. If you do, come join us and we will help you get that. For example, people have been asking me lately, how can I respond during a Zoom meeting if I'm thrown under the bus by my boss? My boss says something like,
Hey, the Jones people who are on this call with us, Dan's just sitting in the Zoom room minding his own business right now. I just wanted to clarify before we hang up that you should be getting your projects on time from now on, because I've talked to Dan and he won't be turning it in late anymore. All right, so everybody have a good day.
Now, how am I supposed to stop this conversation if I feel as though I must clarify for people, hey, that was not me who got that done late? Now, I have to warn you. Hey, got a shout out to Sandy Key, Jessica Beaker, and Miriam Excel Rude. There are very few instances in which I would speak up if my boss were throwing me under the bus, because I do believe that is one of the things I am paid for. If my boss makes a mistake, he's or she's going to blame it on me. Now, I'm not paid to be humiliated. I'm not paid to be beaten down. I'm not paid to be made a fool of. However, if sometimes my boss blames things on me or I got things done late when I didn't, I'm usually going to let that slide because I'm going to take that one for the team. However, let's say that in this instance, I think, oh, no. That's going to affect me more than this conversation. That actually is going to have an impact on my future. I could take an EVA approach. And I'm going to first show you how I feel. I'm surprised. Then I'm going to validate the way you feel. I can understand why this would be upsetting to you that I'm turning these things in late. So I'd like to apologize for that. I was under the impression that they were due on Thursday, and now I'm going to ask a question. So could you please tell me exactly when they are due? Or can you show me when I've turned them in late, or maybe where I've been turning them in incorrectly because evidently they're not getting to our client on time? And since that is my fault and I'm taking responsibility for that, I'd like some help right now when everybody's watching to help rectify that. Now that is acting in good faith. I am just assuming that you're telling the truth. I'm somehow sending these off into the luminiferous ether, I guess, and they're not getting to you. So let's clarify this so that this doesn't happen again. And the reason that I'm doing this in front of the client, Trixie, is because I want to make sure that I take full responsibility for my actions and that you don't have to take any of the heat for something I'm obviously doing wrong. See how easy that is? And by the way, doing that, if I have made a mistake, I can correct it. I can acknowledge it, and I can atone for it. Who doesn't like that? We all make mistakes. We will make mistakes. And one way to save egg on my face is to, in this process of responding to attacks, responding to criticisms, acknowledging, I'm fallible. I could have made a mistake. Let's talk about what it is. And then when I apologize for it and correct that mistake and put things back on track, if you bring it up again, I can tell you, hey, Trixie, I believe this is a situation that we've already rectified, and I've apologized for it, right? Yeah. You don't need to keep bringing it up to me. This has been put to bed. You know? Don't let people beat a dead horse if you have anything to do with that dead horse. Once you have apologized for something and you've set things straight, if it is brought up again, it is then, after you have apologized for it, acknowledged it, been straightforward, and set things straight, that you can confidently say, "Excuse me? We've dealt with that issue. I don't want to hear about it again." And you'll be standing on solid ground. So again, if you'd like to join us in learning more things like this that will change your experience, come to DanO'ConnorTraining.com and check out the Step Out of the Shadows and Speak course, or join us here on YouTube or our Patreon page, and I'll see you either in there or check out this playlist with more great videos like this, okay? If you have found value in this video, remember that the best way to support this channel is to subscribe to it. So if you haven't done it, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when great new videos like this come out, and you can get special invitations to events that no one else can get. For everyone here at Dan O'Connor Training, I hope that wherever you are, I hope you're with someone that you love, and I hope you tell them that. And I hope that whatever you think you have to say to them, remember, there's nothing you have to say that you can't say in a loving way. So with that said, I'll see you on the other side.